agenda questions. Please limit your questions at this time to resolutions under new business on this agenda. As a matter of fairness, you are asked to limit your questions to no more than one and your remarks to no longer than 3 minutes. If you are here representing a group, please identify yourself, the group, and your position in the group. If you are here as an individual, please give us your name and address. This section of public participation will be limited to 15 minutes. Please specify the resolution you are referring to in your question.
Is it on?
I don't know.
Should I put it on?
Yes, please.
It's on, yes.
It's on.
Got it.
Okay, got it?
Oh, got it. We can hear you now.
Okay, new business personnel 16B, the resignation of Rachel Villanova. I'd just like to say I'm very sorry to see that. I guess as a parent, I'm getting a little concerned, the science supervisor leaving. You know, this is another grade teacher that my daughter had that is leaving. Currently, the science teacher that my son has, we're having a slight issue with, which, you know, I've emailed with. Now, I don't like to complain. I like to offer suggestions and try to fix things. So I think something needs to be done as far as the science teachers being brought on board, and I guess you know, vetting them better. I don't know, you know, to make sure that they're going to be a true asset and we're going to be able to keep them, you know, for more than 1 year. Okay, so that's my statement for that. And one parent asked me, why did they change, instead of putting employees' names, employee ID numbers?
Confidentiality.
Okay, thank you.
If I can just address what you're saying. As far as Ms. Villanova is concerned, we agree. And it is you know, we have staff members. We have over 500 staff members, Mrs. Slockbauer, and people leave for a variety of different reasons. And for the confidentiality purpose, we're not going to go into Ms. Villanova and what it is she's up to, nor any other employee. I think there is an increased sensitivity now based on the contract negotiations. We really do a very comprehensive job to the end of your statement vetting the staff members that we have, but we appreciate your comments and concur with you about Rachel.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, thank you. Superintendent's report, please. Yes, good evening, everyone. I'd like to refer you to Resolution 16C. You'll see that there is a recommendation for Marissa Kasoy as our interim assistant principal at Ramapo Middle School, starting January 16th through June 30th, 2017. After interviewing 6 candidates, our panel believes that Ms. Kasoy will be a strong candidate and interim assistant principal for Ramapo Ridge Middle School. Her background is middle school language arts, and she has served in the position of assistant principal and principal. She has earned a bachelor's degree in humanities, a master of arts degree in teaching, as well as a master's degree in educational leadership, all from Fairleigh Dickinson University. So if you just wave a little, Marissa, we welcome you. A couple of other things, if I may. Just a college application update. We have 252 students in our senior class this year, and of the 252 students, 159 students have sent out 1,133 applications to 282 different colleges and universities. So we don't have any acceptances yet, or at least not enough to note. But as the year unfolds and we begin to get them, rather than wait until the end of the year, perhaps we can just keep you updated on what our seniors are up to. And most importantly, what they're accepting, because we often find that a lot of our students are accepted to a number of different universities and choose different ones for different reasons, so we'll keep you up to date. Other than that, it is American Education Week. American Education Week presents all Americans with a wonderful opportunity to celebrate public education and to honor individuals making a difference, ensuring that every child receives a quality education. We're celebrating that in Mahwah, and rightfully so. There are a number of parents Joyce Kilmer, for example, will have almost 270 parents walk through the hallways and in classrooms by the end of the week. The high school, there were no visiting parents. However, there are PA announcements certainly that are focusing in on the fact it's American Education Week. Ramapo Ridge scheduled visitations for this year. Yesterday there were 44 6th grade parents. Today they had 46 7th grade parents visiting classrooms, and tomorrow is 8th grade, so I'm sure that'll probably field the same. Betsy Ross, 147 parents are estimated to attend for American Education Week. They were invited into the school, of course, to see their children in their homeroom, as well as some special classes like PE and music. GW also would be inviting their parents in tomorrow to observe an everyday math lesson. And over at Lenape Meadows, they've had 42 visitors in 5 different classrooms, and 15 teachers will continue to host more parents Thursday and Friday. So it is American Education Week, and it is the perfect opportunity to thank our teachers and thank our administrators for the wonderful education that they give our children daily, and I'm happy to open up our doors and have the opportunity for parents to see what we all know we do so well every day. That's my report.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Madam President.
I have a report.
Good evening. My report is just to give an update on the election. My report is just to give an update on the election that occurred last week on Tuesday. We had 3 openings and 3 people that were running for those positions. So Ms. Linda Mavritish, Ms. Prima Morthy, and Mr. Peter Wynn-Drinkwitz will be joining the board for the 2017 year. The reorganization meeting where they will be sworn in is scheduled for January 4th. And that concludes my report for tonight.
Thank you very much. Mr. Farrar.
I just want to welcome Marissa to our team.
Thank you. Welcome, welcome.
Welcome.
Thanks for being here.
My report today, I have a lot of information about our sports teams, which are doing fantastically. Cross country, we have 5 runners that received all league recognition. Cheerleading finished 4th in their first competition of the season last week. Girls tennis, the final record was the 2016 Patriot League champions, and their coach, Jason Schmidt, was named Patriot Division Coach of the Year. Boys soccer, final record was 15-4-2. 5 players received first team all-league awards. 3 players received all-county recognition, and Coach Vincent Vespi was named 2016 Patriot League Coach of the Year by peer coaches. The team reached the final 8 of the county tournament for the first time since 2011, and they reached the sectional semifinals for the first time since 2011 as well. In girls soccer, their final record was 16-4-1. They're the 2016 Patriot Division champions. They beat Ramsey 2-0 to win the 2016 NJSIAA North #1 Group 2 championship. They lost yesterday in the state semifinals to Parsippany Hills 2-0. A best showing by our girls soccer team since 2010 when Mahwah won the state tournament. Coach Courtney Carella received the Century Award for accumulating 100 wins in her 7th year of coaching, and she has been nominated for Bergen County Coach of the Year. And they are 2016 Patriot Division Coach of the Year. Volleyball, 20-10 record for the season. Advanced to the 2nd round, final 16 of the county tournament, and advanced to the quarterfinals of the state group tournament. And then finally football, a record is 9-1 to date. North Jersey Super Conference 2016 American Gold Division champions, and Mahwah will be playing Friday night at the NJSIAA state semifinals against Pequannock at 5:30 p.m. And if we win, there's a very good chance we'll be going back to Met Stadium for the finals.
Congratulations to all.
Thank you. And that is it for my report. Do we have any board committee reports this evening?
I've got 2 of them tonight since Chuck is not here. For policy, we have on, let's see, I and J. I is the first reading for privately owned technology, and J is 2nd reading and adoption of our drone policy. For negotiations, we have there's not a whole lot to report. We have after, excuse me, after our last meeting 2 weeks ago, the negotiations committee met after our meeting, and we were here for, I don't know, until I guess Before we left to go home for the evening, we did send over 2 proposals to MEA leadership, and we are anxiously awaiting a response.
Thank you. Anyone else? Thank you very much. Okay, do you have any board member remarks or comments on any of the reports or non-agenda items at this moment? Yes.
Were we able to get that information, the updated statistical information on what other districts have offered and who settled for what? Were we able to?
Mike, do you have did everybody hear that question?
Sorry.
One of the things that was asked at a prior board meeting is whether or not we had received information, and I believe we have it, Mike, as far as what other districts had ended up settling with. If you recall, Ms. Dorsa was at the microphone, and she referred to 3 districts, I believe. Ridgewood was one of them, Midland Park, Mike, help me, and Rutherford. And she referred to those 3. So was the negotiations committee ever able to get, I'm sorry, Rick, that information?
Yes, so as different settlements come in, we do have visibility to that once they make their, whatever it is, public.
Right.
It's available to everybody. So one of the proposals that we sent was informed by, those local settlements.
Okay.
I can't go
No.
to get a flag on the play and grievances and everything else, but to answer your question, yes, and one of the proposals was informed by that information.
Okay, I just recall them asking, because we had so many districts had settled for this amount or that amount, and just in aggregate, if we needed those, if those statistics had been updated now that it's been a while. So, yeah. I don't want any specific information.
Can't even kick you from here.
Okay, anyone else? No? All right. Old business. I'd like to take minutes. May I have a motion for old business? Mr. Gallo and Mr. DeSilva, second. Yes.
Ms. Davis,
Yes.
Mr. DeSilva,
Yes.
Mr. Denise,
Yes.
Mr. Gallo,
Yes.
Ms. Conoco,
Yes.
and Ms. Barron.
Yes. Now we have new business. I'd like to take A through R. And I have a motion to proceed on that. Ms. Conoco, second. Mr. Denise. Does anyone have any comments? Questions? All right. Roll call.
Ms. Davis,
Yes.
Mr. DeSilva,
Yes.
Mr. Denise,
Yes.
Mr. Gallo,
Yes. Oh, except for, I'm abstaining on check number 84267 and 84344.
Ms. Conoco,
Yes.
and Ms. Barron.
Yes. Okay, now we have new business. I'd like to take 16A through K. And I have a motion to proceed on that. Mr. Gallo and Ms. Davis, second. Any questions or comments on those items? Anyone? No? Okay. Roll call.
Ms. Davis,
Yes.
Mr. DeSilva,
Yes.
Mr. Denise,
Yes.
Mr. Gallo,
Yes.
Ms. Conoco,
Yes.
and Ms. Barron.
Yes. And this portion is our public questions or comments. Now, this section of public participation will be limited to 15 minutes.
Evelyn Slacknow, 43 Thunderhead Place. I just had a question about, I was looking at the New Jersey Department of Education state website on how they actually calculate the benefits. Quite honestly, it gives you a headache to look at. But I just wanted to clarify, from my understanding of looking at this, the amount that an employee pays towards benefits is a percentage of their salary. It's not actually a percentage of the amount that they pay?
No.
No.
It's a
No?
percentage of the cost of the plan.
Okay.
Percentage of the premium.
And-
Based- Based on what they
Usually,
make.
Mike.
So it is a percentage, okay, because the calculation I was looking at brought the salary into effect.
Yeah.
Do you have something to say? No? Yeah. Oh, okay. You looked at me like that. And then, do they subsidize the retirees?
Do we contribute to the health benefits of retirees?
Do we know? The Board of Education, once an employee retires from the Board of Education, they automatically shift over to the state health benefits plan if they've met the minimum requirements for the number of years of service. And, excuse me, they coordinate that directly with the state of New Jersey. It's no longer coordinated through Mahwah.
Okay, so that is totally separate from any benefits issues here then? Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Hoffbauer. Anyone else? Okay, thank you. I'd like a motion to adjourn. Ms. Davis and Mr. De Silva, second. Thank you very much. Thank you.